The 2025 Royal Enfield Meteor has arrived, and for those who have been waiting for a cruiser that blends classic charm with modern updates, this one is going to be hard to ignore. What Royal Enfield has done this year is not just release a facelift or minor tweak, they've thoughtfully refined the Meteor, keeping the spirit of the original intact but elevating it in all the right places. This bike is still very much a cruiser at heart, but now it's got a slightly sharper edge, more attention to detail, and a few key upgrades that make it feel fresh, relevant, and ready for the road in 2025. When you see it for the first time, the Meteor still holds that familiar silhouette, a low-slung stance, wide handlebars, and a relaxed rider triangle. But now, everything feels just a bit tighter, a bit more premium. The new color schemes are vibrant without being loud. Royal Enfield has introduced new dual-tone shades, deeper metallics, and richer matte finishes that immediately give the bike a more mature and premium look. The badging is cleaner too, and if you look closely at the tank and side panels, you'll notice updated decals and pinstriping that subtly hint at the bike's evolution. Underneath that classic design, the Meteor continues to run on the 349 cubic centimeters single-cylinder, air-cooled engine, but it's been refined for smoother power delivery and better efficiency. The torque curve feels more linear now, making it even more friendly for urban commutes and long highway cruises alike. The motor still puts out around 20.2 brake horsepower and 27 Nm of torque, and while those numbers haven't drastically changed, the tuning tweaks make the riding experience smoother and more predictable. The engine feels a little quieter, a little more composed, and Royal Enfield claims the fuel mapping has been updated to provide a more responsive throttle. The 5-speed gearbox returns, but shifts feel more fluid now. There's less notchiness, especially between first and second gear. For anyone who's spent time on the older Meteor, you'll immediately notice the slightly more refined transmission feel. It still has that comfortable thump, but now it feels more polished, less agricultural. And speaking of comfort, Royal Enfield has also reworked the seat cushioning ever so slightly. Long rides will now be easier on your backside, thanks to better padding and ergonomic shaping that supports the lower back more effectively. Suspension remains largely the same, with 41mm telescopic forks up front and twin shocks at the rear, but the damping characteristics have been fine-tuned. It handles speed bumps and rough patches a bit better, especially when the bike is loaded with a pillion or luggage. The Meteor continues to strike that balance between firm enough for decent cornering feed,